Welcome to Punk's Talk Wrestling! On this episode, we catch up on everything the last month of WWE has given us. Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Sicks, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins hate triangle, Judgement Day and the return of Mommy, the new Bloodline, and why we won't be seeing Roman Reigns until 2025. I am R.W. Hellborn, the PA Rock Prince, hailing quote-unquote from Philly! And I am one half of the Crown, which is one half of your Punk's Talk Wrestling Inter-Universal Tag Team Podcast Champion, host of the world! Now, then, and forever by my side, 3,500 miles away in London, England, he is my tag team podcast partner. He is the other half of the Crown, which is the other half of your Punk's Talk Wrestling Inter-Universal Tag Team Podcast Champion, host of the world, Mr. Did You Know, Sir King of Reels, the proper prick, CJ Newman!
Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? Did you know that Randy Orton has had the most Raw matches, on Monday Night Raw, obviously, of all time, more than anyone else, at 456 matches. But I am going to give you 1 minute to name the other four people in the top five.
What?
With the most Raw matches. Starting from... hold on. Starting from right now.
Sure. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No.
The Rock.
No.
Triple H.
Yes, he's number 4.
He's number 4. Okay. Undertaker.
No.
What? Shawn Michaels?
No.
Raw matches. I'm trying to...
25 seconds left.
John Cena. Did I already say John Cena?
No, you didn't. He's number 5.
Hey, okay, so I got one.
You got 2 more. You got two more.
Oh, shit.
Number 2 and number 3.
Chris Jericho.
Yes, not one more.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
10 seconds.
Oh, not Kane?
Yep. Oh, my God.
I got it! I finally got it! One for the first time ever! Holy shit!
No fucking way.
At the fucking wire.
Literally at the buzzer. You couldn't have cut that anymore. Fine. You had 2 seconds left. Holy fuck. No way.
Damn. What a return it is.
Look at that.
How good is it to be back, my friend?
Is this the start of a streak? Well, we'll have to see, won't we?
It's we'll see what.
We had John Cena at number 5 with 382. Had Triple H at number 4 with 384. Only 2 more matches. We had Chris Jericho at number 3 with 425. Kane at number 2 with 442, and Randy Orton at number 1 with 456.
Wow.
But if you're wondering who has... Well, I'll give you one guess. Who has the most wins out of those 5, and the most wins of all time on Monday Night Raw?
The most wins? Triple H.
No, John Cena.
John Cena. Oh, yeah.
That makes it, yeah. 255 wins. Triple H only had 192.
I think that, I think Triple H, I think John Cena might be if he's not the number one, he's got to be in the top 3 of like overall winning streak, like overall career win-loss record. I
do have that to hand. I did actually have it here. I could probably tell you right now if you like.
Are you talking Digibonus?
I can give you a Digibonus.
Look
How about
at
that?
this, right? Oof.
Oh, maybe I didn't know. I've got all-time appearances.
Well, you know what? We'll make that for another time then. We'll just.
That's another. Did you know? I'll have to find that fact out though. Who's got the most?
Did you know? Did you know? It was Did you nope?
That was a Did you nope? Yeah. But actually, no, that's pay-per-view matches, but still. Yeah, I found this great fucking page, which is going to give me so many Did You Knows.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, I'm looking forward. Don't tell me what it is, so I won't go on there and then get all of them spoiled.
Yeah. It's also got an amazing This Day in History page as well.
Oh, yeah? Well, what is this day in history? July 18th.
I don't know. Why don't you pick a year? Any year from 1974 to the modern day.
Oh, I mean, well, just anything that happened on this day.
How about Heatwave 99? ECW Heatwave 99 was on this day in 1999. And headlined by Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam versus Justin Credible and Lance Storm. We also had Taz versus Tajiri for the World Tag Team Championships. And we had Balls Mahoney and Spike Dudley versus the Dudley Boys for the ECW Tag Team Championships.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Go watch ECW Heatwave.
And that was actually held in Ohio, not in Philadelphia. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Since this episode, since we're taping this on the 18th, but it probably won't air until Saturday.
Yeah.
What happened on July 20th?
July 20th.
Yeah, 2 days.
Oh shoot! I don't. I can't change the day. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just got a.
Just today. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well then.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, go look at what happened in history today.
But I can tell you that Al Snow was born today. Today's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Al Snow! July 18th.
So same with Carlos Colon.
Oh,
happy birthday. Yeah. And Mandy Rose. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mandy Rose. All right.
And a bunch of other people I've never heard of.
I mean, there's millions of people that have been born today. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Today.
Yeah. Fucking, what's his name? What the fuck's your name? Joey Mercury. Joey Mercury was born today.
Oh, okay. Shout out
Joey Mercury.
Shout out to one of the M's in Eminem.
Yeah, or one of the J's in J&J.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an M and a J at one point or another in his career. Yeah, how about that?
Good for him.
Yeah.
I guess we should start. I guess we should get into. I guess we should. Talk
I think that how's about we talk about professional wrestling?
Yeah.
The way we should probably do this is just throw out a subject from the last 6 weeks, and we'll just go with that.
Yeah,
and then maybe bring up another one because
where did we stop?
Well, we stopped.
Clash at the Castle. So holy shit, we haven't talked about Clash at the Castle.
Clash at the Castles happened. Money in the Banks happened. And we've had the Wyatt Sicks has debuted, and many VHS tapes have been given to Michael Cole, and
so there's
a lot has happened.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what I think is going to be. You know what I think is probably best. Let's start and dive into the Wyatt Sicks because I know you because you know everything and you know everything about all of this.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Like this, and I will say, if you don't believe me, go to our Instagram page. By the way, Instagram page, 373 followers. We're just shy of 25 followers away from 400. I would love to get to 400 by our year anniversary, which is come about a month away.
That is,
so if we can achieve that, I'd be happy.
So if you're listening to this, Anthony Porter, I know you're listening to it, and you've been waiting 2 weeks. I'm actually surprised I didn't get a message from him yet about it. But he knows. But hey, listeners of the podcast, tell people what you've heard. Tell people about what we're doing. Get us to a magical number that we just, because it feels good. Milestones.
Because a nice round number feels good.
400 is a good, it's a great number. I mean, I think we were still at the low, under 150 or so. I forget where we left off.
So, I mean, let's put it this way. WrestleMania, we were less than 100.
Yeah.
By the time we left WrestleMania weekend, I'd say, we had like 150.
Yeah. So
we were well below 300 before we stopped. So we've somehow gained like 70 or so followers since we haven't been doing the podcast.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's because that fucking reel is still
Sir King
going.
of Reels, the reel that your reel that never dies. The band move. I mean, fuck, man, that
shit.
is our most.
I've got a little
reel.
something on that. So, have you listened to Cody Rhodes' podcast, his interview with Chris Van Vliet?
No, I haven't yet.
Right. But
Did
by
he
the
mention
way,
it? Did he mention our reel?
Yes. Well,
Are
not
you
the
fucking
reel.
serious?
No, he didn't mention the reel.
Oh.
He mentioned the reel. Don't get too excited.
Okay.
But no,
I'm going to. I'm going to pretend. I'm going to get super excited.
If you go to the very last, one of the very last questions that's asked, and they talk about the Burning Hammer, they talk about the Vertebreaker, they talk about Gregory Helms.
Yeah.
Like, they talk about all of that. Yeah. And because he asks him, like, because Gregory Helms was the producer of that match, and he asked Cody Rhodes if the reason he used the Vertebreaker was because Gregory Helms was the producer for the match. So, and then he admitted to when he was Stardust, he actually copied a lot of the Hurricane's moves, which is brilliant. Because if you think about it, it's very similar.
Rad. Yeah.
But yeah, they actually talk quite a lot about it. So I was like, shit, like.
Check this out, man. We are at 724,000 views. We are almost to 750,000.
That's crazy.
Views. And that's also, that was June 2nd. So this reel is what, 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
That's 6 weeks old. Yeah.
6 weeks old. We had. I mean, we obviously the spike was huge.
I remember us.
Accounts reached 399,911. Almost 400,000 accounts.
I'd have to go back and listen to the history of the WWE Championship podcast we did. But in that episode, maybe part 1, we did mention how many views it had at the time. So.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and check because I feel like around that time it had like 300,000 odd. So I guess in the last 6 weeks it's had another 300,000.
I remember the jump to 200, the climb to 250 was pretty quick. Like,
yeah,
we were watching it go up by thousands of views. In an hour. Yeah, exactly. As we were recording, it was going up by thousands of views at that time.
Yeah, but I think it's slowed, but by no means is it slow. Like it
at any time. Anytime.
So I every time my phone's out of battery, but every time I look at my phone, I have likes.
Yeah.
For for that post, it just won't stop.
Yeah. So once again, just thank you, internet community, the good people of the internet wrestling community, for making us feel good. I mean, we made a thing that a lot of people like. That's the point. Like that's rad. That's the takeaway from this is we said a thing, you made a reel, and people really enjoyed it. So, like, congratulations to us. Another pat on the back.
Getting back to Uncle Howdy, I just looked at our analytics right now, and the Everything We Know About Uncle Howdy So Far episode 42, which posted on June 7th, is the 4th most listened to episode we've ever uploaded.
No shit.
Yeah, so people definitely wanting to catch up on everything Uncle Howdy. But
anyway, back to Uncle Howdy.
So, I mean, like that. I mean, we had all the videotapes and everything, and all the QR codes and everything, and which obviously led to the debut. And holy shit, like they did not disappoint with that debut, man. That was so well produced. it was.
God damn! Oh, the
fuck,
debut,
it was so good, man.
The debut.
That's the single shot from Nikki Cross going all the way backstage, seeing Uncle Howdy for the first time in the hallway,
all the way back. I mean, what was that, like 6? Like that was.
It's a long shot.
It was several minutes.
It was, and it's like obviously WWE have been good with doing these like long shots on Raw mainly lately, but this was like next level, man, because this was like epic. Really well rehearsed, and like the lighting was perfect, and it's just so well done, so fucking well done. And like and then since
they've never broken that, that sense of kayfabe. It's not really kayfabe, but it's utilizing the backstage area in that manner.
Yeah,
and actually having the supernatural entity or the supernatural experiences expand beyond beyond the barrier of the ramp and the ring. You know, we know we knew the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, the Firefly Funhouse was sort of this nebulous area that you could get to. Like, people broke that barrier somehow. They never explained how, but...
I've loved mainly... so their debut was on June 17th, so we're looking at a month now since they debuted, and there's two things I've loved about it since. The first thing is, honestly, they've done nothing supernatural. Think about it. Nothing they've done has been really outside the realms of what is possible,
other than the smoke and light. I mean, well, this is a good kind of like tangent into this part of professional wrestling as we're seeing it today, especially in WWE. There's nobody else is doing that level of that anywhere.
Oh, no
else.
fucking, and nowhere near. No,
and it's not a criticism of anyone not doing it. It's just, this is an extremely different way of producing a segment within the realm of quote unquote professional wrestling.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see it anywhere else. Everybody else. Everybody else can do everybody else.
A lot of people were like asking how this would, because I mean, Triple H's way of storytelling is very much based within the realms of reality, if you would say, and people were worried how you would insert this kind of to a degree, in the sense of like nothing supernatural in the way that Undertaker or Bray Wyatt maybe would have acted, but the stuff that Uncle Howdy's done so far, like no one's been. It's not like the people have been popping up out of nowhere. No one's done anything mystical. Like, we've got lights and we've got smoke machines, but we've had, like, they can all be put down to choices of an entrance. Like, what we've definitely seen is, like, there's an element here to, like, there is a person behind these masks. So we've seen the Bo Dallas interviews where he's been interviewing himself have been some of the best pieces of like promo work I've seen in quite some time.
I'm getting I'm getting the chills on my arm again, the goosebumps again thinking about it. It's also really remarkable to see how they're allowing Bo and Rowan and everyone to also openly grieve.
Yeah.
Openly.
God, the Eric Rowan promo from this week
I was in tears, man.
I was done for.
That hurt. Like,
yeah, because that didn't feel. That just felt like that wasn't acting.
That wasn't acting. That's real. It's real. It's really real.
Yeah.
Emotions from really real people that they are expertly blurring the lines of.
I'm glad with how it's been dealt with so far. It was always going to be a tricky story to tell because obviously it's related to something very real and something that happened less than a year ago, but they're doing a really good job so far. The new masks and everything, the new like costumes for all these characters, which are obviously like Mercy the Buzzard and Abby the Witch, and it's so well done.
And I want to say, and you and I are on the same page with this, because you and I have talked about this tag team before.
Yeah.
And how much we both loved them.
Yeah.
Seeing Eric Rowan with a giant hammer.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's a call.
Which is perfect, because it all made sense, because
I don't know if it was intentional or accidental.
But the Rambling Rabbit was always hit with a hammer, wasn't
Rabbit
it?
was always hit with the hammer. And
yeah, so now, and then obviously Rowan used to be in the Bludgeon Brothers.
And I fucking love the Bludgeon Brothers.
Same.
God damn, it was so good. Anybody that ever criticized them were wrong.
That's such a fucking
good.
I
mean,
mean,
I don't believe anyone that would criticize the Bludgeon Brothers. I don't believe is a real person. They're
and plus, anyway, like Eric Rowan and Luke Harper as a tag team in any iteration was great. Anytime when they were in the Wyatts, whether they were Bludgeon Brothers, like their dynamic was brilliant. But
that's the shit that I do love. But at that era, there was because that was I guess that was right at the cusp of when AEW started, or it might have. What Bludgeon Brothers was, I don't even remember. Was Bludgeon Brothers before AEW?
Oh, it was. Yeah,
was it?
Definitely before. Yeah.
So that's where that's where a lot of before AEW, you just had all the disgruntled fans were just whining and moaning. That's when the internet whining community. Trademark truly began.
Yeah. It's funny now though, because I mean,
you ain't gonna see a motherfucker complain about the Bludgeon Brothers. You're gonna see everybody. I love the Bludgeon Brothers too, man. No, you fucking did it.
It's funny now going online and for years being a WWE fan, seeing everyone constantly shit on the WWE, but now it's everyone's. For the most part, it's pretty high praise, pretty consistently for the WWE.
There is a shift. I mean, we're seeing, we see just as many. We see just as many people whining and complaining about the stupid things that don't actually.
But that will
matter.
Never end.
That will never end.
Yeah.
But they're getting blocked out more and more.
Exactly. But to put a pin in the Uncle Howdy Wyatt Sicks stuff, I think. I'm liking seeing these. Like these video. As I said, I'd like to see everyone have their own sit down interview. I'd like to see Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy and Nikki Cross all have their moment to speak. To say why they're part of this group.
Yeah.
And like. Because for some like Rowan and stuff, it makes more sense. We get why he's part of this group. There's history there. But for the other three, not so much. But I will put my hand up and say I called it, because I said that this would be a group of misfits of people that were forgotten about by everyone. And that's exactly what it is. Because Bo Dallas has said exactly that.
Yeah.
In these promos, saying that this is a group of people that were forgotten about and that he's set them free and he's found them. I
also love that the story that they started with Chad Gable.
Yeah.
How they tied this in. There's a reason why they targeted him. And I believe there was some, like, even they played on something about like you stop saying thank you. And things like that. Like
you stop saying thank you, and they like Bo Dallas made mention of like family and how family, like, obviously he had as a Alpha Academy as his family, and how he
treated them and pushed them. There's so much to be said about the intricacies of how they're writing that storyline, and they're also, have you noticed, they haven't done anything to him either.
Yeah, they haven't actually touched him.
They haven't touched him. They've only ever just scared him away.
Scared the crap out of him. Yeah, exactly.
Which is, that in itself is extremely interesting.
Yeah, but it's a good.
It wasn't like when the Fiend. It wasn't like when the Fiend would come out and he would like come up behind you and Sister Abigail you and drag you down. Like
It's more. It's a really. It's a bit. It's psychological,
I mean,
and it's.
I guess it's like for the time when they knocked everybody out and he was bleeding, his head was bleeding. I guess they did. Assault him then.
Yeah, I guess so.
But we've never seen it. But we didn't see it happen.
We've never seen it. Yeah. And then I guess this week, he attacked Bo Dallas just as, and I'm loving this as well. Like this separation. Like Bo Dallas is just a guy, and. It seems like Eric Rowan is just a guy, and it's like, but it seems like they're all out for, I don't know, they're almost like the conscience of the WWE. They're going to like question people's morals and things like that. So
also,
yeah, I'm intrigued to see where it goes.
I know they kind of put pig ears on it, but does the husky, I guess, whatever Huskus.
Yeah,
I forgot his name for a minute. Doesn't that mask look kind of like the gas mask that Dean Ambrose wore?
Right. Yeah. I guess you're right.
I wonder if they're like, we've got this gas mask later, and we'll just use that. Or,
just use that. Yeah.
I just wanted to bring up the fact that Dean Ambrose really fucked up when he didn't take that gas mask gimmick all the way. Man.
Right before a pandemic. Not that he knew, but it could have been great.
It could have been so good. Also, shout out to Retribution, the guys in Retribution. I loved that. I loved when they put Karrion Kross under that welder's mask. They should totally do that again.
I'm actually really enjoying Karrion Kross at the moment. His stuff that he's been doing.
The hula cut is. I
bullshit.
Barely see it.
I knew it.
I barely see it.
He's been really he's trying to put a wedge between Kofi and Xavier Woods.
I heard, yeah. Cause
and it feels like it's working, so I'm quite intrigued about where that's going.
I've been catching it up thanks to Simon Miller at Ups and
Downs.
Oh,
okay, cool, yeah.
Shout out to Simon Miller. What culture wrestling Ups and Downs.
I guess moving on. I guess we move on to another story. Another one would have to be the whole. I guess. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk love triangle.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Let's start with the major stories of Raw.
Yeah,
because we don't have any. Then we got to touch on SmackDown.
Yeah,
our return episode might be a 2-part episode.
So I mean, this has been just getting better and better, right? Like it cooled off obviously while Seth was away and Punk hasn't been around as much, but it's really starting to heat up again.
But it didn't really cool off.
It's not cooled off in the sense that it was forgotten about, but it's just like it's now really starting to ramp up again. Now that Punk's Punk cost Drew the title at both Clash at the Castle and Money in the Bank at this point.
They certainly had the payoff because it started at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So their payoff from WrestleMania, the payoff with WrestleMania, of course. Man, this is just fantastic, and the fact that they were able to rope Seth Rollins back into it with Punk's, Punk didn't directly cause Seth to lose, but his interference.
Well, Seth is collateral damage.
Seth is definitely collateral damage because Drew was the one that inserted himself, made a triple threat, and got pinned.
Right, exactly.
CM Punk then getting involved further screwed him up.
Yeah.
Because that's what caused Drew to lose to Damian. So there we go.
And to Seth, I guess, because there was a triple threat.
This is why you and I had to talk through this so that I could get the logic back.
Yeah.
Man. Triple H, everything's tied up. All the bows, all the T's are crossed, all the I's are hearted with little hearts.
And even if it is the case here where Damian was meant to kick out and for whatever reason he didn't, it's cool.
So, I mean, what do you think is going to happen here? Let's project. We didn't. Really...
I think we're. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping it leads to CM. We need to have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre 1-on-1. That has to happen, and I'm feeling that's probably going to happen at SummerSlam. But I don't know where that leaves Seth Rollins. I don't know if you make it a triple threat, but I don't think you should at this point because I feel like you need Drew versus Punk as a singles contest first. I think you do. Seth's been involved, but
yeah, because none
Seth
of them have
only
the title.
none of them have the title. No, but you could easily make Drew versus Punk number one contendership. You know.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting how they get to Drew versus Punk now that Seth is involved.
Yeah.
Without getting Seth versus Punk.
Yeah, and we don't honestly. I don't think Seth and Punk should touch each. If I look really far forward, I think Seth versus Punk is the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania next year. How about this? Yeah.
We know we're barreling towards Drew versus Punk. That's the obvious thing that they're working for. Easy answer. Seth Rollins screws CM Punk, so Drew gets the win.
Yeah.
Seth doesn't have a problem with Drew McIntyre per se, aside from their previous title match. Aside from Drew beating Seth at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there's no major beef there, but obviously we did see Seth attack Drew this past week on Raw.
We did?
Yeah, when Adam Pearce was out there with Drew McIntyre, he wanted Drew to apologize to the referees.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's also because Drew's just being an ass and said this is Seth he's keeping himself inserted.
Right, yeah.
Because the interaction last week that Seth and Punk had in the ring was that fucking promo was the reason.
Oh, that was excellent.
The reason why I've always loved CM Punk, is for promos like that.
Of course you have,
forever, yeah.
Yeah, forever. You've never not liked him.
Yeah, 2024 RW Hellborn has always liked CM Punk forever.
That's not a lie.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, you're right.
It's the specifics that matter. Yeah, man, that was a killer promo.
Yeah, that was excellent. That was amazing work.
Yeah, I'm looking. This is my dream call right now. I think this is what we get. This is how we sort of continue the bullshit. Is Seth Rollins now screws CM Punk in his match with Drew?
Yeah.
Drew can move on if he wants. It doesn't matter. He doesn't, because Drew doesn't care about anything other than hurting CM Punk. He's not going to give a shit if someone helps him.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it's someone he already doesn't like. Yeah, I think but who knows? But there's no way of knowing.
And that's what's great. And I think, to be honest with you, I mean, we'll move forward some more stories, but that's the case with every story being told at the moment. I really, as each week goes, gone are the days where I kind of know which way the story's going.
Yeah.
Like the Uncle Howdy thing, I literally have zero idea what could happen next week with Uncle Howdy. I have no idea. Every story currently in the WWE, including Rhea Ripley returning the other week.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah.
The whole Dominic. Yeah. I mean, geez. There's so many moving parts to the fact that we've had, Liv and Dominic kind of having this weird relationship, and then that having a thorn in the side of Damian Priest, who seems to be the only one that's been in contact with Rhea Ripley, it seems. Because if you see on Raw the week that she returned, he was on the phone a few times that night, and it's clearly he was speaking to her and no one else knew. So it looks like to me, they're turning Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley face and keeping the rest of the Judgment Day heel. And I wouldn't mind seeing both of them leave Judgment Day, but keep Judgment Day going and have maybe Finn Balor lead the Judgment Day instead.
I don't know, man. I see this a totally different way.
Right.
But also still no fucking idea.
Still no idea, but
so many moving
that's my
parts.
prediction.
There's so many moving parts here.
Yeah.
But it's obvious. There's no play where, like, I don't see how Dominic can turn on Rhea in a way. Their interactions this week were very interesting too. Obviously, the dynamic between, nobody owns her, but Dominic is, you're mine. It was weird.
What I think it's, though, in my mind, the way that Dominic turns on Rhea is quite simple. It's the fact that he calls her mummy, but it sounds kind of weird. He calls her mummy, but he has a girl that calls him daddy now.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
There's certainly a... excuse me.
Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you again.
Yeah, hold on. There might be a third one. Nope. Oh yeah. The story. I think what we're getting is we may be getting a Dominic Mysterio face turn out of the Judgment Day, where he's recognizing that he's being manipulated and emotionally abused by both of these women. Man.
The way I see it, like if we end up we're going to end up with Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. That's going to happen, but I don't. It would be a shame if Rhea Ripley just got the title back because she's back. I think Liv Morgan has to win that match, otherwise it diminishes Liv Morgan and her run. And I think the way to do that is have Dominic help her, basically.
Yeah, but I don't. But my here's
and then you could have problem. You could have Dominic and Liv versus Rhea and Priest at like the next pay-per-view or something.
There are what both Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are doing. It are heelish things that Damian Priest is blatantly setting Dom up for more failure. He's not actually helping him with this problem. He's allowing him to bury himself while knowingly, was behind his back talking with Rhea. That there's so much to learn about this. Why wasn't Dominic in contact with Rhea while she was away? Like, there's a lot of things to be learned about how proper, open, and honest communication within relationships is necessary. Otherwise, you get all this fucking chaos.
As you say, there's so many moving parts. One thing I will say is I'm really happy to see Carlito in the Judgment Day because he is fucking hilarious.
Dude, I love it, and I loved Rhea's reaction to him with the why is he here? Like after all the shit that they dealt with R-Truth, it's like, why is there someone else? But Carlito has actually been beneficial.
Yeah.
In a way, like he's certainly helping him in a way where the same way Sami Zayn was to the Bloodline in a sense.
Yeah, he's definitely a bit of a comedy relief, but not in the way that R-Truth was.
Yeah, not in
fucking a few weeks ago when I can't remember exactly what the context was, but Dominic said, because Liv Morgan had just left the locker room, and Dominic said, it's really hard. And then Carlito said, looked down at his trousers and was like, I don't know, it doesn't look that hard to me.
That
got such a pop out of the crowd. It was so good.
I was gonna accidentally tangent into SmackDown talk of the Bloodline.
Well, shit. I mean, yeah, let's talk about the fucking Bloodline.
If we want to, let's bounce around. That's the major SmackDown. We can go back to. There's a couple other things I definitely want to touch on with Raw, but
so. I mean, we've seen the debut of Jacob Fatu, which has been amazing, and I've been waiting for this day because he is incredible.
Was Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa had already premiered when we recorded.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right, because people thought that when Tonga Loa, they thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
I think they thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu each time that it was someone.
I think that's right. Yeah. Because he has been, backstage and everything. He's been signed for a while, but I think there's been some apprehension as to whether or not, basically, the man has a legitimate criminal record. Like he got like arrested and maybe went to prison for like armed robbery. Like we're talking like 15 years ago.
Yes, that is not an that's not an inaccurate claim. That is a
Yeah, it's truth.
It's true, and it's probably why he wasn't. It legitimately was why he wasn't able to be in Canada. I'm sure
he was in Canada.
Oh, he was.
They got him in. Yeah. He was there. Remember, he was a part of the match, wasn't he? And Money in the Bank.
Oh shit, that's right. That's right. They made a point to say something about like what they had to do to get him.
Well, what they said was literally the truth. They had to get like some special governmental
permit
permit in order to get him into the country.
Oh yeah, I mean, fuck, man. Canada does not fuck around. You can't even have a DUI and get into Canada without jumping through a lot of hoops and paying a bunch of fines.
It's crazy, right?
I mean, honestly, shout out to Canada. Like you guys are just like, no,
you don't fuck around.
We don't want anyone making a fucking mess up here. Keep your shit down there. I agree, because especially in America, I mean, drunk driving is a fucking huge problem in America,
right.
Who is the only country that can drive into Canada.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's really all it is we just don't want a bunch of drunk Americans driving on our roads causing accidents because...
Pretty much, yeah.
You know?
So they got him into the country, and I mean, he's a fucking beast. He is so entertaining from the get-go.
He really is.
His entrance is amazing. His music is amazing.
They've been knocking it out of the park with the new Bloodline music. I mean,
the new Bloodline
Solo
stuff.
Sikoa's entrance was awesome. Tama Tonga's entrance was fucking rad. I don't know if Tonga Loa has had his own entrance yet.
Well, he hasn't, and I think the reason because of that is like out of all of these guys, like he's the one that needs the work the most. And I'm probably going to say that
he's the Solo Sikoa of the new Bloodline.
Yeah, he is, and I think I reckon what's happening, because he hasn't actually had a match yet. I think what's probably happening is he's probably getting a lot of training at the performance center.
He's at ringside watching.
Yeah, but I think it makes more sense for him. It makes more sense for him to be involved in this than it does for him to be sent to NXT.
Well, sure.
Because it's kind of like, why would your brother be called up to the Bloodline and you wouldn't be?
Yeah.
So it's like, it makes sense for him to be there, but I think he's kind of learning on the job, kind of thing.
The point, that is exactly it. With the way the Bloodline, with the way that it's going, you could not have had any of those guys show up in NXT first.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it would just blow the surprise.
Yeah, it's almost like Solo Sikoa wasn't really in NXT all that long before he got put in the Bloodline, because I think it just made sense for him to be in the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Why would you not be where your brothers are, on SmackDown?
I think that was the perfect test of why you don't put him down in NXT, because immediately when he showed up, everyone knew who he was, and it's like, oh well, he's not going to be here for long because he's going to be up with the Bloodline, with the rest of his family. Like, it's only a matter of time. So yeah, but I do love they did use him properly in the sense they used him really well, because at that time they wanted more eyes on NXT, and having him win the North American Championship and then the way he did, then show up on SmackDown or wherever it was with the belt was putting a lot of eyes, because he had already debuted. I think he had already debuted in the Bloodline once.
Yeah. At one point in the Bloodline, you had the Usos had the tag titles, Roman had the world title, and he had Solo had the North American all at the same time.
That's the photo that they wanted, and it gave some legitimacy. It gave more legitimacy to that title and to NXT. It brought more eyes to it.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, man. Where the fuck are they? Okay, so
I mean, we have to mention the absolute cinema that was Paul Heyman being kicked out of the Bloodline.
Oh God,
like
that was wonderful.
That was like in Madison Square Garden of all places.
Of course.
The building exploded when Paul Heyman said he doesn't recognize Solo as his tribal chief. Literally, the roof came off. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah, I think they had to do. I think they are still like fixing the cracks in the mortar from.
Yeah. But I mean, that was phenomenal, and basically now at this point, I mean, this can continue however long and whatever happens. But when Roman comes back, this is all setting up for one of the biggest pops you have ever heard. When Roman's music hits, hopefully at SummerSlam, that crowd is going to lose its fucking mind.
No, it's not. I cannot believe. I can't believe that they're going to do it this early. I don't think Roman's coming back this year at all.
No, shit, no, man. He's back.
No,
you have to. You know why you have to? Because
No.
you need the new Bloodline versus the original Bloodline in a fucking War Games match. That's why.
You can and you'll have that in War Game. You'll have that War Games 2025. Come on, man. If anything, the Cody Rhodes journey should remind you they are going to long play the fuck out of this. They still need
I think
Bloodline. If you go right to Bloodline versus Bloodline, then you've got nowhere else to go. If they're gonna do a War Games match, which they will, they certainly are. It's gonna be against.
Well, no, what you need is SummerSlam. He comes back. He feuds with the Bloodline for a while. And then kind of starts getting the advantage of them. And then that's when you're coming up to Royal Rumble. That's when you bring back The Rock. And then eventually, WrestleMania 41, Rock versus Roman.
Nah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think that.
I mean, yeah, that's you could do it. You certainly can do that. I see another path forwards that I will lose my train of thought on. No, I think it's too soon. If you bring him back at SummerSlam in 2 weeks, then he overshadows everything else that's going on. And Cody's got a title match, right? Who's Cody facing at SummerSlam?
Fuck. Oh, Solo.
Right. Okay. So Cody's facing Solo. So we've got to have this. We've got to figure out how this plays out. But
imagine the dynamic of that for a second here. So what if Roman does come back and it's going to be in that match that he does return, and he's got this guy who's claiming to be tribal chief, and he's got the guy who took the title from at WrestleMania. It's too soon. No, but why is it too soon? Because it's the perfect moment. It's the perfect moment
man,
for it.
Dude, I don't want to see you fall into this. You don't.
You can't tell me that if Roman's music doesn't hit during that match, you won't lose your fucking mind.
Of course, everybody will lose their mind because everyone wants to see. But I don't want to see him yet. I don't want to see him back yet. I think more has to be done with this bloodline outside of Bloodline versus Bloodline, because we don't even have Jimmy Uso back. We don't even know where he is.
Yeah,
exactly. So Roman coming back, what you're gonna have?
You're gonna
have Roman come back and get beat up by all these guys? No.
Picture this. We got Tama Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, because they'll bring him back in, and fucking Cody Rhodes. That's right, Cody Rhodes, a team of the Bloodline.
No.
Because there's a common enemy.
No, man.
Would you love to see Roman Reigns team with Cody Rhodes?
No.
Even if they still hate each other. No, I don't. We saw the Rock and Austin team with each other all the time.
It's just no, man. It's just I can't see them doing it that fast. It doesn't. It won't compute for me right now today. As I'm recording this, I can't. My brain does not accept that as a viable option. I can't There's nothing that I could rectify with that makes me think that would be better than waiting.
I think he's going to be back. Look,
Roman coming back at the Royal Rumble might be acceptable.
Too far in the future.
No,
too far in the future.
What else do we have at SummerSlam is in 2 weeks, dude. Our 1-year anniversary is in 3 weeks or something, right?
Let me find the date. Hold on now.
Oh wait, no,
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam was later. SummerSlam was in
August. It's August 3rd.
August.
So we've
3rd?
got. Oh yeah, we got. Where are we now? We've still got. It's just over 2 weeks away. Yeah.
Okay, and our Punk Talk Wrestling demo recording was August 8th.
Right.
So it's pretty much the 1 year. We've determined that SummerSlam is our 1 year anniversary.
So yeah, SummerSlam's our 1 year. Yeah.
Or as Simon calls it, Hot WrestleMania.
Yeah. And so far for SummerSlam, we have let's not forget we got Damian Priest versus Gunther because Gunther won the King of the Ring. We got Bayley versus Nia Jax.
Exactly.
She won the Queen of the Ring.
We've got the King of the Ring. We've got the King of the Ring winners with their title matches.
Yeah, and we got Liv Morgan. Oh, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley is confirmed, and as is and Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa.
No, there's gonna be shenanigans. Here's what I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call the Cody solo match is gonna be a no DQ. It's not gonna be it won't be the main event. I'm pretty sure. Either
you wouldn't make that the main event.
No. Nope.
All right, hit me out.
I
promise you, if this match is the main event at SummerSlam, the last thing you're hearing that night is Roman Reigns' theme song.
And that's why we're not going to hear Roman Reigns' theme song. We are going. Okay, let's just.
So what would you make the main event?
Okay, first, what I would make the main event I would make it. I would either make it Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, or I'd make it Damian Priest versus Gunther. I would make it a World Heavyweight Championship match.
I mean, I'd be totally up for that. Or would you make it Drew and CM Punk?
Drew, oh yeah, you know what? Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk could be the main event of SummerSlam because it's not a title.
I still don't know what you do with Seth Rollins, but that's
we still don't know. There's so much that we don't know. We can't complicate it further with this. I mean, if there's anything I would be willing to put actual money on, I will put actual money on. We are not seeing Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. We just can't. We can't.
Okay.
Yet. I can't believe it. I
mean, I'm leaving that there.
I mean, you could. I mean, yeah, like. We'll put that. I mean, we'll put this.
We'll
up.
put a pin in that.
Put it up on Threads. Put it up in a reel. We'll get
I'll put it up. I'll put it up.
Some user feedback. Like, come on, are we really gonna see it? Nah, I can't.
Yes, we fucking are. And you'll see. You'll fucking see when we'll put this up on Threads. We'll put this up on Instagram. You'll see that everyone thinks he's coming back, and he's coming back.
How are you gonna, man? Nah.
I guess before we I mean, a bunch of side notes here. We got DIY won the tag team championships, which I'm in love with. I like that. I also love all these Tommaso Ciampa videos of him trying to RKO Randy Orton backstage. They're all fucking incredible.
I've only seen I only actually have seen the one. So
oh man, there's like 4 now. They're so
multiple,
good.
It's their.
They're so good.
This is their new.
It's the Rick Rude thing.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Now there's a guy that we need to see back. What happened to Bobby Roode?
He's a producer now.
Is he?
Yeah, he was one of the main.
Fuck back.
You know what?
Get the fuck back in the ring.
You know what?
Man, I want to see.
You know the Cody Rhodes Rock segment where he like took him out to the tour bus and it was raining and that was produced by Bobby Roode.
Oh no shit, man. See,
yeah,
that's a
good fucking job.
That's a dude who that's why I always liked him. He knew
he gets it.
He gets the production value.
Yeah.
You know, man.
100%.
But I'll tell you what, man. I'm also calling this. It's been a while, Triple H, that we've recorded. So it's been a while since I've actively called you out live while we're recording. You know what I'm going to tell you. CJ Newman, proper prick, Sir King of Reels. You know what I'm going to tell him.
I know what's about to happen.
Triple H, I'm gonna need you. It's now a respect. It's not just a want. It's not a preference. I need in my core, in my heart, in my soul,
in your loins,
in every part of me needs you to
Are you making up for lost time? Yes, that's an excellent. Good Lord.
I don't even remember what I was talking about, what I wanted him to give me.
I think it was, you wanted Bobby Roode to...
Oh, yeah, I want Bobby Roode.
I think his surgically repaired neck might say no.
One time, just once at... Give him.
Fuck it. Just do an entrance.
Rumble. Yeah, just
I'll
give
be
him
happy
a
with an
Royal
entrance.
Rumble entrance. He
Yeah,
can
I'll be happy with
go
that.
in, get taught. He doesn't have to take a heavy bump. He gets thrown in, gets easily thrown out. Safe, secure. I just want to hear that piano, the piano, and I know, everybody knows. You know how I hate when people online speak for everyone when they because
everyone's we all do that.
Yeah, no, but in the context because it's always only nobody wants this. I'm speaking for everyone that no one wants this. It's always in a negative.
Yeah.
Me, I'm taking that as a positive. I'm owning it, and I can say on behalf of everyone. Because I know this in my everything that everyone will lose their shit if the glorious theme comes up as a surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble. Everyone will fucking lose it. It'll be a huge fucking pop. You know it. You know it's gonna be true.
You know who we're definitely gonna fucking hear at the Royal Rumble? Is fucking Joe Hendry's theme.
Oh, dude. 100%. Let's talk. Yeah, that Joe Hendry. I
mean,
NXT.
what a dude.
What a dude. What a good. What a guy.
Yeah, and his. I mean, I'm sorry, but
he's
a walking meme, and like that fucking entrance where he turns around and looks straight at the camera. It never gets old. Dude, it feels like a shitty like TV commercial, like every single time.
It is so. It's
contagious.
It's so Joe Hendry. I don't know anything about this dude. I don't know anything about this dude. Bradley told me about him.
Well, there's a company in more specifically in Scotland, but in the UK called ICW, Insane Championship Wrestling, and it's a Scottish-based company. Mm-hmm. He's been in ICW for a very long time. I've seen him wrestle a whole bunch when I've gone to see ICW in the UK.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And yeah, so they're great. They're really good. They still do shows quite consistently, and they still have a good relationship with the WWE because they always have for years now.
Yeah.
In fact, recently when they were in Scotland, Drew McIntyre showed up on a ICW show.
Oh, so yeah.
Because that's where he went when he was not in the WWE for a while. Yeah. But anyway, Joe Hendry's been there for a while, and he's his kind of gimmick for years has been like making like his theme song is made by him, legitimately by him.
Yeah.
And he does these parody songs, like covers, in order to like take the piss out of his opponents.
So parodies of their entrance songs? No,
of any song. He's done like
okay.
He's done many, just so many different songs in the past.
Popular, known songs.
It's okay. Honestly, go down a Joe Hendry like on YouTube. You'll find loads of shit on there.
All right.
So yeah, he's literally a musician. He makes all of these himself.
I love it. That's
One more crazy thing is when this song, I Believe in Joe Hendry, his entrance theme, it went viral on social media back because he changed his theme to this theme in April of 2000 this year.
Okay,
and it got really popular, so popular in fact that it peaked at number 4 in the UK singles charts.
What the fuck? That's amazing.
Yeah. So in the UK we have a thing called the official Big Top 40, which is the most popular music in the world according to the UK and our streams and our what we buy.
Sure.
And I don't know who was number 1 that week, but we're talking up there with like all the main acts in the world, Dua Lipa, whatever. He was number 4 in the charts in April.
That's fucking wild.
Meaning that theme song had to be played on the radio because they do the charts every Sunday. So on BBC Radio 1. So that means that song was played on the radio.
Oh my
on a
God.
Sunday.
I wish I could have heard. There's got to be a recording somewhere.
There has to be somewhere.
I'm certain there's a recording because people know that people know that's what they have to do. So someone would have been recording it, awaiting what they were going to say.
Yeah.
About. So
but so close to being number 1. That's insane.
That is fan-fucking-tastic. But that is what actually... It's no surprise that I now have instantly gravitated towards him. I didn't get... the first time I heard it, I really didn't get it. It took me a moment to just be like, oh yeah, this is... it's so dumb, it's fucking genius.
Yeah.
It's just... Like you said, it's just so taking the piss out of it. This is a ridiculous. I am a clown. I'm playing the role of whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just being so openly haha about it that you can't help but get infected with his positive I don't even know how to describe it. It's indescribable. But I believe in Joe Hendry as well. I've never seen a match. I've never even watched a match of his other than his time in that battle royal. But the cleverness of it, it's no wonder that I kind of gravitated towards it. As a creator, as an artist, artists and musicians ourselves, that makes sense. That clicked in my mind as, oh, this is a dude who really, really knows who he is.
Yeah.
And what gets his fans up, what he can do to get over. He understands the market that he's marketing. He understands his target market.
Yeah, he's but for example, in ICW, we have a rock magazine over here called Kerrang, and they did a very small. You know Kerrang,
I know
right?
Kerrang. Yeah, there was a record store near me that was the only one that would get the international magazine.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah, man, I got a whole bunch of.
So they would do a small article in there, once every publication. It would be local heroes of a certain area, and they did one, I guess, of Joe Hendry's local area, and it's a tiny article in the Kerrang magazine. And he was the local hero of whatever area. Fantastic. And then he ended up calling himself, that's what he ended up calling himself local in ICW, is the local hero, Joe Hendry. Yeah.
That's amazing. See, that's the kind of shit that's the kind of stuff that you lean into because it's so fucking real.
Yeah.
And also just so ridiculous. He's creating himself based on what everyone has already created for him, and he's just allowed. He's allowed himself to be what people want him to be. I don't.
Yeah,
he
understand. He gets himself completely.
So, exactly. He knows who he is.
Yeah,
and that's the kind of shit that I want. I want more of that. I want to see more of that.
But hey, but let's not forget he's part of TNA. Is not signed to a WWE contract, and this whole TNA. We were talking about this before we took a break, but it's only flourished since. We've got obviously Joe Hendry, we've got the Rascals from TNA, which is showing up, which is obviously Nash Carter, who was released from NXT not too long ago, who used to be Wesley's partner in MSK. So
wasn't he released because of something?
Yeah. So basically, we have to go into it, but it's very simple. He was accused of certain things by his girlfriend at the time.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
And a few months after being released, it all came out that his girlfriend was fabricated everything. She completely lied.
Okay.
About everything, and it was to be proven as well.
And it was but it was one of those. It was It was one of those.
Let's put it this way. I mean, I know he's signed to TNA right now, but I don't think WWE would let him back on the TV screens if any of it was true.
Yeah, so, that's what I mean. Like that.
Yeah.
There's a. They did it. They had to. It was one of those things. They had to release him at the time just because of the allegations. It's not like they haven't done that before. We're not going to get into any other.
That's a whole other kettle of fish. Yeah,
we don't want to talk about that. We're punks to talk about wrestling. We're not punks to talk about allegations.
That's another podcast.
That's a totally other podcast. I'm sure there's plenty of other podcasts out there that talk all about it. You can find them.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I'm trying to think of anything else that's obviously we had the Braun Breaker stuff going on, which has been great.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him lose. I was happy to see him lose to Sammy. That
took the words out of my mouth. Yeah,
in a sense, like Sammy kind of needed that win as well. He's still on the eking out. We've talked about that. You and I and Danny the Brain talked about this earlier in the week.
Yeah, and I think. I think he needs
to break out of this barely eking out the wins to stay like.
Yeah, and I also think Sami Zayn's just a better chaser for a championship. In fact, I saw a fact the other day. This title run that he's currently on with the Intercontinental Championship is the longest championship run he's ever had in the WWE with any championship.
Really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, which shows you that he doesn't really hold titles for that long, and I think that's because he's better as the underdog. Yeah. He's better as the challenger than he is the champion.
Yeah, he really is.
Once he's the champion and he's the one being chased, it just, I don't know, it falls a little bit flat.
Here's where the problem is. Sami Zayn does not have a championship character. He doesn't have a championship. He doesn't have a champion's identity. All of his characters have all of his iterations of himself. Even the looking like Fidel Castro conspiracy theory Sami Zayn.
I love that.
I love it. I mean, I love that era too, but like it was always he was chasing, and it was always, at least in that iteration, he was blaming whatever the institution.
Yeah, but I think if he was a heel right now and a champion, it would work better because of the way he looks. If he was weaseling his way out of wins, it would make more sense.
I almost feel like he needs to have the heel turn.
Yeah,
because he needs a fresh paint coat.
And to be honest, I did hear an interview with him not too long ago, and apparently with that conspiracy gimmick he was doing, he had loads of ideas that he never got to actually to fulfill.
Yeah, we never saw that. We never saw the video.
No, we never saw the video. Apparently, and the thing is, there is a video.
Really?
Like it was edited and made. Yeah, but Vince McMahon didn't want to put it on TV. Wow. So, I think a return to that gimmick would be great.
I think there's definitely some they're going somewhere with it.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know why they switched Braun Breaker's entrance theme when he again like his NXT entrance theme was fucking rad.
It was so good. I don't know why would you change that.
Yeah, it's like a generic Metallica ripoff. Like
yeah,
some band desperately trying to sound exactly like Metallica.
Yeah,
it sounds like Wherever I May Roam. Just like we're gonna change the E to an A, and like it really. Listen to it again.
It really does, but I just don't. The new one, I just don't. I'm not into it.
I don't know. That that seemed like an unnecessary. It just seemed unnecessary. He had an entrance theme that was fine. That was great.
I don't get that either. It just
I don't know. Did his NXT entrance theme sound anything remotely close to anyone else's entrance theme?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Plus, it starts off with a fucking siren anyway. It doesn't matter how it sounds. If it starts with that, you know who it is.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So what the fuck? Why did you change it?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Triple H. What are you doing there? What are you doing there, man? It's Braun Breaker's old NXT entrance theme back.
Also, I wonder when they're gonna, because every time the Wyatt Sicks comes out or anything, they just use that single held note.
Yeah.
But they never have actually used. I'm hoping they still use Bray Wyatt's theme before he passed away. Like, that was a great theme song. So I'm hoping they actually do use that, because they're just using that one piano note so far. They haven't deviated away from it. So I'm intrigued to see where they go.
Completely in the dark.
Yeah. Again.
All right. We touched on Judgment Day. We had Punk and Drew and Seth. We have the Bloodline stuff. We have SummerSlam predictions. We've got. I'm just rolling down the. Let's see. I'm just gonna roll down the current roster, and see who. Here's something. I don't know if we want to talk about it. In the free agent section, we still have MVP Omos and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
On the free. Weirdly, Becky Lynch still shows up as being on Raw.
Oh, she ain't going anywhere.
No, but I thought her contract, like literally, her contract was up and she hasn't reached.
Oh, it has, but she ain't going anywhere.
Come on,
let's be honest now.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna roll down this real quick. What else? Was there any other specific topics we needed to go over? I mean, NXT. There's
loads of stuff going on. Obviously, Ethan Page. Yeah. Ethan Page won the NXT Championship. That Fatal 4-Way
holy shit, that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, the Fatal 4-Way was fucking incredible. The ending was so fucking good.
That was awesome. I'm just gonna run down.
And I was really impressed. And I always forget his name, and I feel bad for forgetting his name. But let me find his name right here for you. I might even find it. Yeah, the guy that was in the Fatal 4-Way, and I'm just forgetting his damn name right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run down these names for a minute, and we'll just.
Devon Evans.
Devon Evans. He's
he's great. Yeah. I really like him. I'm impressed.
Adam Pearce has got his hands full.
It certainly does, with pretty much fucking everything at the moment.
Yeah, man. Adriana Rizzo down in NXT. She's doing well with the family. AJ Styles. What's going on with him? He just finished his fake retirement.
Oh, what's going on with him? He's currently wrestling in Japan in Pro Wrestling Noah at the moment.
Yeah, holy shit. Yep, that's happening.
Which is pretty cool.
Akam obviously is part of the not Disciples of Apocalypse.
The New Testament.
The New Testament. Tozawa's in the X-Alpha Academy and Xavier Woods drama with Disciples of. Why do I keep saying Disciples? I keep thinking of Disciples of Apocalypse. Final Testament. Alpha Fire, one half of the women's tag team champions. Haven't seen anything going on with them because of fuck Hulu's. Alexa Bliss is still listed as the active roster, but we have not seen anything with her.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if she's involved in this whole Wyatt Sicks thing at some point.
She was in one of the videos.
She was.
Yeah.
She was. So maybe there was thoughts of bringing her back, and then something stopped it. I don't know.
They even showed she was on her her creepy version was on one of the trailers in one of the back segments.
Right. Yeah.
So there's got to be something going on with that. There's got to be something going on with that. Alicia Taylor is She's the ring announcer in SmackDown, I believe, right?
I think so.
She's announcing on. Yeah, she's ring announcing on SmackDown, doing a great job. Andrade is listed as the Speed Champion still, even though they don't.
And
even
so
though
he
anytime
is.
you see him on anything else, you don't see him with the title. That still doesn't make any sense.
That's got to be some sort of deal with Twitch.
It's just it doesn't
whatever
make
the
any.
fuck it is.
But it doesn't make any sense why he wouldn't have it with him. Like, why wouldn't you be promoting it on your other shows? That doesn't make sense.
No, it
Come on,
doesn't.
Triple H. Come on. Let me fucking see the. Come on.
I just looked, by the way. If you keep, we'll be here until 3 a.m. if we go through the entire roster.
Well, I guess we're going to be here till 3 a.m. Andre Chase is doing Andre Chase stuff. Angel Garza's tagging with who he's tagging with, and they're doing their thing. Let's just. I'm gonna scroll down. Are you on the page as well?
I got the page here. I'm gonna quickly scroll through.
Let's see who we want to see.
Who jumps out? I mean, Baron Corbin's been on SmackDown a lot more lately.
Just
and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, did a tag with Apollo Crews the other day.
Who else we got? Bobby Lashley's injured. Braun Strowman's been around a little bit more, just taking people out.
Asuka's
I
still
just enjoy
injured.
all of that.
Ashante Adonis is I forget. I don't know. I can't see him doing anything right now with my Hulu cut.
Yeah.
Axiom and the other dude is one half of the NXT tags. They're doing.
Charlie Dempsey's in TNA at the moment, so he's doing the other way around. So that's kind of cool.
They're just calling Umberto is now just Berto.
I saw that.
Change.
Yeah,
that's an unnecessary change for no reason.
Yeah. Dexter Lumis is there, but obviously he's going to be.
I'm cautiously optimistic of what's going on with Blair Davenport on the main roster right now. I feel like she's starting off with a little bit of that NXT call-up slump of the who is this again kind of issue. Like,
yeah, but she's part of the Tag Team Champs, right?
No. Blair Davenport is.
Oh shit! Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah. See, See, we're still having problems with people not being recognized. Braun Strowman. We're just happy to see Braun Strowman always, right? Big Bronson
always.
Reed. Been doing good Big Bronson Reed stuff. Yeah, the Creed brothers. We mentioned that they're now with
Chad. Hopefully, it seems. Yeah.
Carmella is still listed on the roster.
Yeah, well, she's still under contract. I just think she's had a baby and everything.
Yeah,
so.
but it's just nice. It's just shout out to Carmelo and and the family and the baby. Let's see. Yeah, who else is? Ooh, someone we haven't mentioned in a while. Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, she
injured?
thinks she had surgery and stuff, so
she's out. Cora Jade is still out I think.
She's still out, yeah.
She's still out again. She came back and then she got injured again.
Like immediately,
yeah.
Fuck,
that sucks, yeah. Dakota Kai is Dakota Kai has been cleared, right?
She's been wrestling for a little while now. Yeah, she's all good. Yeah.
Who else is doing stuff? Eddie Thorpe has been getting a little more.
He's been about, yeah.
Yeah, he's been getting a little more higher profile matches in NXT.
Yeah, Eric is injured.
Eric's still injured, yeah.
As is Ivar. So.
Oh yeah, Ivar's now also injured. Fuck.
Yeah,
Giovanni Vinci is still been out.
Gigi
Dolan
just disappeared.
is out, right? Like.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think she's still. Who the fuck is Hank Walker?
No fucking idea.
Man.
Literally no idea.
No, man.
Dragunov's been featured a lot on Raw every week, so that's good. McDonough and Finn won the tag team championships for the Judgment Day.
Yep,
so that's cool. Jey Uso's been obviously in the Money in the Bank and doing all sorts of shit lately. So
I'm interested with what JC Jane is gonna do with the Cody. She's got Cody Rhodes' undashing mask that she's kind of been wearing over her other mask. I think.
Yeah.
I love that. I love extra unnecessary things just to double down on the gimmick.
John Cena announced his retirement.
Yeah, that's also a thing that happened.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see all of the shit that we're going to get with that. Obviously, CM Punk hinted at one more match with him, and that's going to be fucking rad.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are calling for Cena's last match to be against Randy Orton, which I would not be against. That would be kind of a fitting end, to be honest. So
yeah, I could see that sort of the same way as the Shawn Michaels Ric Flair match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
except John Cena will stay retired.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, let's see. We know what's all happening with them.
LA Knight's going for.
Kalani
Logan
Jordan
Paul
is the NXT Women's North American
champion.
That's
that's
the thing
right.
that happened during the break,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know who Luca Crucifino is, but he looks fancy. I mean, in his sleeveless vest. Lyra Valkyria. I think people are concerned with her too, with the main roster slump, like coming up from NXT with not.
Yeah,
enough...
she had a good time in the Queen of the Ring tournament, but
that was really.
Yeah.
I loved seeing that.
But she's kind of in a slump now, but that's okay. She won't be there forever.
No, of course not. No, I think. Yeah. I think she's got the opportunity, kind of same as who else did I say was they've got the opportunity to use that as part of their part. They can use that. They can use that. Who else? Oh, Mr. Stone. Mr. Stone with a ring gear looking photo.
I would love to see him on the Reign roster, man.
Yeah,
I really
man.
think he would be. He's a great manager.
Yeah, but he can go. He was a wrestler.
Oh, he can go. Yeah. He can wrestle, but I think he's an excellent manager as well. Though,
yeah,
so
I think that's another one of those. That's another one of those things that he took great use of that Dominic Stone brand. Gimmick and thing, because it kept him on TV. It kept him on TV with multiple. That's the thing. You keep people's eyes on you, and then you wait for and then you have more opportunities to do something that reminds people that you can go.
He used to be Chelsea Green's manager,
yeah.
So that would be a great way to bring him up, is to have him manage Chelsea Green again.
Yeah. Nikita Lyons, is she injured as well?
She was injured. I don't know what's going on now, but yeah.
Lot of Obafemi is just destroying it as North American champion.
Oh hell yeah, he is.
I still love Noam Dar, as I always have. He's just amazing. Everybody else is doing everybody else stuff, it looks like.
Pete Dunne is getting properly back to being Pete Dunne again.
Hey, you know what? Let's talk about this for a minute anyway, because right here, when you get to the R's, look who's still on the active roster. Robert Roode.
Yeah, true.
He's listed. I mean, now granted, there's announcers and backstage personnel, but he's the only guy that's not, like, as a producer, like, unless he's listed in a different, maybe he's listed as an MVP or something else on here, because also Ryan Papalo is also listed in this view. So, and nothing against Ryan Papalo, but Scott Stanford is also listed on this page. So this also includes people that are, not, but his photo is is ring gear.
Yeah.
Like it's him shirtless. It's not him as a backstage writer. It's proper ring gear. Robert Roode, ready to fight.
Sol Ruka. I like Sol Ruka.
I love Sol Ruka. Yeah. How can you not? I guess the stuff with Sean Spears is going well. It's weird to see Shane McMahon also on this roster, but I think that's part of the something else. Shinsuke. What the fuck happened with Shinsuke? He came back
I have no idea.
He just
Literally
had
no idea.
Yeah, he came back and got a great pop, was reinvigorated a little bit, and now he's just been nowhere for the last month or so.
Tiffany Stratton's Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Which
Miss
is
Money in
great.
the Bank, that's a great... Her uneasy alliance with Nia Jax is interesting. The return of Sonya Deville on screen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, with that new kind of faction going on there.
I love it. I love it. Love her.
Tyson DuPont. Who's Tyson DuPont? He's a big dude.
I don't know. I also don't know who Tank Ledger is.
Nope, no idea that is either.
Valhalla. Is she still... Well,
I guess since both the Viking Raiders are off, she's probably at home.
Yeah. We've got Weird Wendy Chu now. She's still wearing pajamas, but now she's got creepy makeup, so I think maybe she's involved with the whatever creepy stuff is going on in NXT.
And I love the fact that Joe Hendry is the very last picture on the roster page, even though he's not part of the roster.
Is he really?
Yeah. Okay. Go down to next to Zoe Stark.
Oh my God! It's a picture of him. Wow! Look at that little Easter egg, because it's just one of the photos.
Yeah, one of the random photos throughout the page. Yeah,
that's a big deal. That's an actual big deal. Take a screenshot of this and put this in a reel. Let's just talk about that, because you know they're giving people what they want.
Yeah, they're giving him his props right there by putting him on that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's the only person on the entire roster page here that isn't under contract to WWE. Yeah, technically.
And
he's under contract to another company.
we definitely got to call attention to that.
Yeah, we definitely do.
And tag Joe Hendry. Ask Joe Hendry to be.
Oh yeah, that's definitely, because he's so active online as well. So
yeah.
All right. I'll
make sure to
figure something out.
Yeah, and we'll make sure to edit that well.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah. Or not, whichever one of those. There are two options.
Yeah.
I think that might be it.
I think that's it for now. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what else there is to talk about, really. I mean, we literally went through the whole roster.
Literally covered it all.
Next week.
Fuck, I have no idea.
Yeah, no,
we need to get back into the swing of things here.
We don't know what. Well, yeah, I think we'll figure out what next week is going to be by next week.
Sweet.
All right, that's all going to get cut.
I think we're done.
Are we really? We really are, aren't we? Man,
I think we're done.
I don't want to be done. It's
okay.
So long.
We can do it all again next week. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's not even gonna be a whole week. It's because today's Thursday.
Yeah, shit. It would be like 5 days or something.
All right. Well then, I guess we end it, right? How do we end? How do we end these again?
How do we like this?